What's up, guys? Twice here with another strategy video. We haven't really done one of these in a long time. I don't think since Venus Luquier, actually. This one's going to be online, though, because I don't have my Razor deck finished. I don't really have any new decks out that I could really do a strategy video for. So for right now, because this is relevant to a lot of people and because the season's coming out in March, I figured I might as well do this one. So this is going to be, of course, for extreme battlers because the deck is extremely powerful. I see it as being one of the most powerful decks in the season for at least the next couple of sets, just because it's so easy to hit strong, consistent columns and get off more and more stronger and stronger attacks, especially thanks to what is probably the best card in the deck, Extreme Battler Sazanda. So anyway, this is a pretty easy setup to get. I run 4 of all of these cards right here, and then I do run 3 Starlight Hedgehog. So to get off this turn is not really that difficult, even if you're facing something that's more control-based like Kagero Narukami or Gear Chronicle. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is that I want to have Victor on the Vanguard because he really is the ideal grade 3 Vanguard to have, mostly because of his secondary skill of 1, your G unit strides gets the ability of that when it attacks, you can counterblast 1 and stand something with plus 5k. So basically at the start of the turn, I'm going to go ahead and release the Generation Zone, open the extra deck, and I don't know why that's flipped face up. I'm going to go ahead and stride Victoplasma. Now you could use Vic-10 for this. Vic-10 is really good. In fact, I really like to use Vic-10 more consistently than Victoplasma in a game because you can stand things for free and get give them plus 5 just by hitting, and he gets triple drive check. But Victoplasma is a little bit more useful in this case because he gets 4 drive checks instead of just 3. Listen to that, just 3 drive checks. But anyway, so next I'm going to take Starlight Hedgehog from my hand and place it. Now I'm going to give her ability that when something stands, you can unflip a damage and draw to Sazanda here because he's the thing that I want to be standing the most. His ability is that when he stands, he gets plus 5,000 power. That means that every time he stands, he's going to get enough power to where he will always force out another shield from your opponent's hand. Whether it's making sure that they put down a 10k instead of a 5k, another card from their hand, or an intercept. So you really want to make sure that Sazanda is the thing that you're standing very consistently, and you want to have him in the same column as Final Wrench, and you'll see why in just a minute. So basically we have the the whole field set up now pretty well. And so what I'm going to do is go into the battle phase, and I'm going to boost Sazanda with Final Wrench. So this is going to be a 16k attack. Not really a big deal, it's just a 10k guard. Now I'm going to boost White Hank with Energy Girl. Now this is only 13k, so it's not going to be too hefty, but it lets you get off a couple more things. So, I'm going to activate White Hank's ability, Gen Break 1, Counterblast 1. I'm going to stand Sazanda. He gets plus 5k from White Hank's ability, from his own ability, and then because he's in the same column as Final Wrench, he gets plus 4. So that's immediately going to be giving 14k to Sazanda to put him at 23,000. Which is amazing because if your opponent does have a cross ride, you're now going to be forcing out a 15k shield when you attack with this thing with 1 card. And now at the end of the battle that Energy Girl boosts something, what you can do is use her Gen Break and then stand another rear guard for free. No counterblast necessary. Now do remember that when you do stand Sazanda, you get to use Starlight Hedgehog's ability. So when I did stand him with White Hank's ability, I can just immediately unflip the damage and then draw a card. So that right there means that I paid virtually no cost to restand this card with an extra 14,000 power, and I actually got a plus 1 in my hand, which is exactly why this deck is so incredible. So now, because he's at 23, boosted by a 7, that's going to be a 30k column that you're now going to attack your opponent's Vanguard with. So then, although Victoplasma can't be boosted by Starlight Hedgehog, he's still a 26k Vanguard by himself. So when he attacks, you can then use Victor's on-stride skill. I'm going to counterblast 1 card again, and then stand Sazanda, who's now going to get another 14k, and then I'm going to immediately unflip that damage and then draw another card, right? Another card. Now I should have actually had 2 cards counterblasted, let me just do that now, from Plasma's skill at the beginning of the game, because he's only going to have 2 drive checks, and I really want to get off his stride ability. So now at the end of the battle that he attacks, that's a drive check. Let's actually just see what I get. So it's a Muscle Shriek and a critical trigger. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and why not? We'll give it all to Sazanda. So now he's going from a 23k base to a 37 because he got that extra plus 14 from Victor's on-stride skill plus his own plus Final Wrench, and now he's got another plus 5k. So now we're looking at a 42 crit 2 rear guard who may actually get a chance to be even stronger if I do check another trigger or if I'm able to stand Final Wrench. So now I'm going to go ahead and discard 2 cards from my hand. Let's go ahead and just choose Muscle Shriek and why not Victor, because they're grade 3s. And then stand Vic Plasma once more, and now I can attack with my Vanguard again for another 26 with Twin Drive. Let's just see what happens. So I have a Aerosheed and a stand trigger. Awesome. I did not set this up at all. This was completely randomized. I'll give the power to Sazanda and then stand Final Wrench again. So now not only did my opponent have to put up with another 26k attack, but they also have to put up with Sazanda, who's now sitting at a 47k crit 2 base with a 7k boost. My friends, that is a 54k crit 2 attack to your opponent's Vanguard, and they're probably dead at this point because I really don't understand how anyone could possibly have survived this. Now, I could have attacked with Sazanda again and then used that stand trigger to restand him, unflip 1 damage, and then, draw an extra card, but this is not bad at all. Even with the heavy minuses that Big Plasma forces from your hand because of his stride skill, you can make up for that and more with Starlight Hedgehog. So this is definitely a really easy thing to get off. I do it plenty of times, and there's a lot of different variations of this. I mean, you could have Rumble somewhere around here, and if you are able to stand Sazanda, hell, you might want to just have Rumble to consistently restand with another +5. There's a lot of different ways to organize this field, but I mean, it's so easy to get off so much power, especially just build it up in this column. Unfortunately, that means that this is going to be a target for any kind of deck that can destroy your field, but that's okay. It's going to be easy to consistently get. So yeah, this is a really fun deck. I definitely enjoy using it. I've made some really good changes to it by including the Starlight Hedgehogs, putting White Hang up to 4, and just making sure that I'm able to get off this combo as much as possible. So thank you guys for watching. I really do enjoy doing strategy videos because I think it gives people a better idea of how a deck works rather than just telling them what I run and why, showing them what it can do in fight. So yeah, hopefully I'll get an actual fight up with this deck sometime soon, but thank you guys for all your support. Our subscriber numbers are going through the roof, and I cannot ask for the channel to be doing any better. So thank you guys again. Have a great day. Keep card fighting, and goodbye.